now more than ever, I would say, that we have more coaches that used to be players. To your eyes, what are the main differences between a coach that has played the game professionally and a coach that didn't?
I think I've been mentioning a lot, like even I don't know, like 4 years ago, like 5 years ago, like no matter what, I think you're gonna have a good advantage. Like if you're, previously as a pro gamer and then transition to the coaching staff, like no matter what, you're gonna be able to understand more as a player side, and you just see the game like way better, like no matter what. I think that's just like I think it's just like how it is. Like since you just like put so much effort at the League of Legends that just in just one game that like you only know like what's gonna happen as a game. So I think those kind of things were like coming to as a coach, I think it's like a really huge advantage compared to the other.
Maybe one day we'll see Coach Huni.
Definitely.
Nice. I would love to see that.
Hey there, this is Lara with Dot Esports, and today I am joined by my past teammate and TSM's top laner, Huni.
The first questions that I have for you is about the fact that you have been in so many teams throughout your career, and I'm just really curious how that affects the way that you view competition in League of Legends esports.
It doesn't really change to. It doesn't really mean to me. Like I think it's just more like I'm just more as a I think as a human nature, as like more personally, like I love being more adventurous or like trying new things, those kind of stuff, or like that's more my style, I guess. That's how I see it. Like as like I think that's why the biggest reason I debut in Europe, even though I was like I could have been easily LCK player, like you know, I thought I could have been nearly best player in Europe, or like I could have been. I thought I could be just like best player, best team, just competing ULCS would have will be like pretty easy. That's why I decided to move to there, and that's what happened. And it's the same thing like when I moved to NA. Like I think NALCS is gonna be like really easy to like compete it, and those kind of things are make me more, I guess, like moving a lot of different team, and probably one of my biggest strengths is like I don't really have. I mean, even though I don't really have a lot of time that get used to between like new team or new teammates, but like every single year, every single time when I move the team, change my teammates, like there's no like consequences. I would say there's no like side effect that I'm moving like a lot of time.
What about the friends that you make along the way? Not to sound cheesy, but I mean it as in like you always have to adapt to new teammates, to new play styles. How do you make sure that this is successful? This is a successful transition.
I think it's the same thing. Like probably it's just from my human nature. Like personally, like as a like really kind of like funny guy and trying to be friendly as much as I can to with our teammates. Like those kind of things are like a lot of helping out, and obviously talking with teammates a lot, and those kind of things were like definitely I think helpful, and that was like one of the most reasons why like I've been performing even though I'm moving like every single year.
Let's then talk about TSM. How has TSM helped you feel at home and integrate with the team?
Honestly, like I think the early of the seasons was not like definitely good for us, like as what everyone see. Like I think that's the thing that I think this is the one of the like toughest year that was kind of the hard to adopt since there's a lot like really like and nearly all the four of player was kind of like like new. Nearly everyone like we don't even know like how we wanted to play, like how like our how the teammates wanted to play and how the coaching staff wanted to play too. Since also the Bjergsen was his first year of the being coach, and those kind of things are matters a lot to us. I think there was a lot of factors that we didn't to coordinate it as much as we can, like early of the seasons. But I think we've shown a lot the in the middle of the season, like how much we made it out through the progress, that how much we can be improved, how much we can be better, those kind of things where we actually proved. And I think probably, yeah, pretty much that's it.
Okay, and how has team environment been since you guys are in lockdown? I remember you at Echo Fox, and for some context, if you guys don't know, Huni and I know each other for quite a few years. I used to work with Echo Fox, and I remember you playing ping pong at that table and always hitting the ball on my desk, and it would drive me absolutely insane. Are you guys able to have these outings with, like with your teammates to make sure that you guys are bonding, or have things been more challenging because of this?
I think definitely it was like really challenging since we were in the bubble that we couldn't even go out. Like usually I was hanging out like as what as what everyone kind of know, or like as what like I love hanging out with my teammates, just going out dinner, like at least grab some food, like driving with my teammates. It's like those kind of thing were like helping me a lot. Like especially for 2018, there was a like uh 2018, 2019, like I guess those 2 years where like I was having fun with my teammates a lot, and that actually came to me like it was like really positive thing. But this year was like definitely really tough. But as what you mentioned, like I was playing a lot of ping pong with with coach, like with players. And yeah, I mean I think everyone will try like hard as much as we can, like even though it was like not the best time that we could be, chilling.
Talking about knowing each other for a very long time, let's talk about you and Bjergsen. You've known him for quite some time, but in a different setting. You used to play against him. I'm really curious what it's like for you to now have to listen to him as your coach, as opposed to, as opposed to going out against him. So, was it, I don't know, I guess a little bit strange to do this transition?
I don't really think I didn't really feel like it was like any strange. Like it was more like we were having a lot of fun. Like back then, like what blah blah blah. Like 2015, like started from 2015, the MSI. Like I just beat you there. Like it was quite easy, like those kind of thing where I think it was a really good side that it was like it was like really fast that I could be belong with him. Like I got close with him like really fast, that because like we've been playing versus each other like 6 years, like 5 years, and always there was a even 2016 there was a Bjergsen that he stopped me going wars, those kind of thing where like
Yeah.
there's a lot of the funny conversations, and that's why I don't think it was like it felt any strange, since it's like he's my coach and I can listen to him. There's nothing wrong with it.
Well, moving on to a completely new topic, let's talk about the MSI. I'm curious to hear what your top rated regions are at the moment.
Um, Honestly, the first thing I'll say, the C9, the beat that one was kind of fun to watch. That was definitely fun to watch. As a like honestly, I'm not sure. Like Furious, probably like long times ago, if NA like playing LCK, kind of like if you're losing versus LCK, like that was kind of normal. But like right now, it's like if you actually lose versus like even LCK or like anyone, like NA just becomes a kind of like NA's just bad reasons. Like that's why I felt like kind of it's
Same.
actually starting. I think it's actually starting kind of feel bad. Like we actually kind of want to win. Like we don't want to be like Sean that like LCS is like really bad reasons. Honestly, like so I was like really happy that just seeing that LCS is winning LCK, even though it was like one game. So
In general, though, why do you think that NA is so far behind? You have this insight of playing in pretty much, every major region except for the LPL, so
I'm not sure. Like probably like there's a lot of factors that people are mentioning, like solo queuing, or like there's not many like player that want to be professional gamer in NA. Those like probably those two are, I guess, as biggest. Like I guess you can say, like if someone know that what's the answer, then they would have already fixed it. So like I don't think that like anyone knows that like what's the exact answers that what we need to do, like what we need to change for LCS to become so stronger. So I think there's a lot of changes that like, even this year, like we combine the player between the how to say the Australia side, the player,
Right.
and they can become the LCS player without being import, and those kind of things are, I think, they're helping a lot, especially even our team, since our mid carry came from the New Zealand. And yeah, I mean, I'm not sure.
That's fair. It seems like there's definitely a lot of tackle, and I know that a lot of teams have thought of breaking the import rule or changing it so they're allowed to bring more players from other regions to make the LCS stronger. What do you think about that? Do you think that bringing players of a higher skill cap, do you think they actually make a region better, or do you think that they would maybe suffer from that in the future?
For my side, I think could be fine to try, but I'm not sure how it's gonna go. Like as what you said, like it could be, I think it could be weak. There, it could be easily there's a weak side and a strength side, and I think that depends on like how the team, how many. I think it's more actually how many teams want to be more like challenging themselves and how much they want to win, and that's gonna decide. I think that's gonna be depends on how much challenging as a team, passionate as a team, motivated. Those kind of levels are definitely lower than the other region. How I see, but it has to be just more team that they want to win, more team that like they want to just challenging themselves. I think.
Now we still have to do the rapid fire, and it's a little bit more fun, less serious. As I mentioned before, I will ask you the questions very quickly, and you have to answer them as quickly as possible.
We'll see.
All right, all right. Let's start with the first one. Best food in NA.
Steak.
Delete one top lane champion.
Lulu.
Fair. Buff one champion. Any lane.
Timo.
Past teammate that you miss the most.
Bang.
Oh, bang. Okay. You prefer Korea or LA?
LA.
Question. Okay. Favorite current teammate.
Lawrence, since he's my roommate for now.
All right. And date one champion. Don't say Timo.
I was going to say Timo. Rumble.
All right. Cool. All right, Huni. Thank you so much for your time. It was delightful to do this interview with you. Hope we do it again soon.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for watching. For more gaming related content, subscribe to the Dot Esports YouTube channel to stay up to date.